Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone, who will. Peace and salutations to the elders and Akim pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the face of the earth. And to the hopeful elect who are receiving this truth, we say grace be unto you. I'm the brother Kahan from the GMS Dallas camp, alongside with
the brother Bernard Bond.
And we just wanted to come out with a quick little lesson on an article that we read, basically just going into how these devils move, man. Because again, according to the scriptures, we've been called to be watchers. We called to basically report on the way that this devil moves. See, so that we can warn and warn those of the house of Israel how we're in these troubled times. So again, we're going to read a little bit of this article, bring out a couple of precepts, and hopefully this will be edifying. Okay. You want to start our reading?
This is from the Morning Overview, Politics. It says, top African health chief slams Trump plan for human experiments in Africa.
You see? So you see this devil is still at work trying to, bring about his schemes to remove you so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You see, so he's not through with dealing with it. That's why we always hearken to the scriptures to see in the spirit, how this devil is trying to retrieve his birthright back. You see, but you got it. Go ahead.
It says the clash between African health leaders and the Trump administration over a controversial study in Guinea-Bissau has quickly become a test of who sets the ethical rules for research on the continent. At the center is the African Center for Disease Control and Prevention, or African CDC, whose top official has condemned what he describes as a plan to treat African communities as experimental subject for a U.S.-backed trial.
So you see, this devil has, not only does he have a CDC in America, but he has an African CDC. Certain individuals that he's chosen and put in certain positions in order to forward his agenda as far as promoting whatever type of V's or whatever type of things he's trying to use to experiment on so-called Jakes, man. Bible Shah, let me get Psalm chapter 83, verse 2 through 4.
All right. What, in the blue letter?
Or? Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's KJV, blue letter.
Okay, I'll get in the KJV. What is it, Psalm?
Psalm chapter 83, verse 2 through 4.
This is Psalms 83, 2 through 4. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
So who's our enemies, man? The only way you can find out who your enemy is by coming into these scriptures, man. You see? Understanding that, the nation of Israel has had enemies from the beginning of time, man. And we still have enemies today, you see? And who are those enemies? Those who are in power and in control of, this Babylon the Great. You see, it says they have hate thee and lifted up the head. See, they have taken crafty counsel against thee. Bible Shah, if you look up that word crafty in the Blue Letter Book, right? They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Who's thy people? That's the people of the Most High, man. Yasharallah. He Prince of Power, you see? And again, the only way you can find out who you truly are, who your identity is, coming back into these scriptures. That's why it's so important for the men of the Lord, those who are preaching this truth and sincerity on the highways and byways, to proclaim that, man. You see? That you so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you have a heritage, you have an identity. You see? You're not so-called Black, you're not African American. You're the people of the gospel, man. You're the people of the scriptures. You see? So we get that word crafty in the Blue Letter Book real quick. That's Psalms 83, verse 3.
This is Psalms 83, verse 3. And the word crafty is strong 6191, Aram. And it says, to be subtle, be shrewd, be crafty, beware, take crafty counsel, be prudent. To be crafty, be subtle. To be crafty, be or become shrewd.
So look at that. Who's that individual that was crafty, that was subtle, very secretive, and plotting against Adam? It was the serpent, man. You see, and you're still seeing that same spirit in these times. You see, so when we go into these articles and reveal, how this devil is moving, he's moving in a subtle and crafty manner, man. You see, did you have anything you want to speak on?
Yeah. Sirach 12 and 10 said, never trust thine enemy. Let's get that.
Okay.
Sirach 12 and 10. It gives a description of the way this individual will be moving. You want to read it?
This is Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. It says, never trust thine. Oh, you want me to,
No, 10 and 11.
Sirach chapter 12, verse 10 and 11 says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
So this enemy, all right, is your enemy from day one. The scriptures that goes into Esau, Edom, where it said what? Erase it, right? That means that he's always been against the children of Israel. And look at that. The Most High put the basis of men, which is Esau, Edom, the sepulchre white man, and rulership over you, who the Most High said you'll be above all nations. So we know that this devil here, he is the lowest. And when you consider where it says the Most High will put you on high above, and then it talks about someone that's below, this is the wicked of the wickedest. You see? So it says what? It said, never trust thine enemy, meaning that he will never change. He can't change. He's always hated you, and this is a spiritual battle. Go ahead.
And just to add on to what the priest is going into, that spiritual battle started long, long ago during the Garden of Eden, man. Cain and Abel, you see? And it's played out throughout these times, man. Because again, these elite so-called white men are adverse to the will of the Most High, man. And they see you so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans as a prey. You see? Because you understand in the spirit that there is a power. There's a power that you should worship. But he's trying to come against that. You see? Baba Shah, we can go back into that article. Oh, Salaki. Sorry, Salaki. This is Sirach chapter 12, verse 11. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Right? And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
So that's what Esau Edom does, right? Psalm 55 and 21 goes into that his words were smoother than butter. So because this article that we're reading, it seems like he's for your cause. He wants to go to Africa and provide all these bees to individuals. But when you consider what he's doing, it's wicked. Because the Most High created everything in perfection. Now, disease came by way of Esau Edom through Columbus. Christopher Colon. Prior to that, there was no such thing as disease. And when you consider what's going on today, when you consider Big Pharma, this is a very profitable money-making scheme to convince you that you're diseased. But the Most High created everything in perfection. But those things that the Most High created in perfection, someone has taken it, and it speaks to that in
Sirach,
right?
I get that from me too.
Yeah. It speaks to that he's taking those things that were created for good and turning it into evil. Now he's making a profit. And this article we're going to go back into, he's using Africa as a testing ground. He uses Africa, Canada, China, right? To test out those things that he really wants to bring here.
Mm-hmm.
And it ties right into AI.
Mm-hmm.
It ties right into the C-HIP.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All those things that he wants to propose, he tested out here and there,
That's right.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's wicked.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have something, bro?
Con. We can go back to the article now. I'll bring out another precept. But yeah, like the priest is going into, he comes as though he's doing something benevolent, like as though he's doing something good. You see, but that just again gives more testament on his spirit, the craftiness, the subtlety.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He comes as though like, he wants to help you out. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, the same thing was presented to Eve.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
Mm-hmm.
and we are the bride, right? The bridesmaid of Yahweh Bashim Shai.
Mm-hmm.
So he's doing the same thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Scripture goes into that in Corinthians. What? It says what? Don't be ignorant
Of
Satan's devices.
Mm-hmm. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices.
Right?
Right.
We are not ignorant of Satan's devices
Mm-hmm.
because all these things are being made, you know, in your face.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes a man of the Lord to be able to decipher these things.
That's right.
Because Jake can't see,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Jake can't see what the hell's going on. That's why we're called what? Seers,
Mm-hmm.
watchers. We watch according to the scriptures,
Mm-hmm.
the things that the Lord said will become come into fruition,
Mm-hmm.
be manifest. What in the end times?
Mm-hmm.
So as we see those things, what we warn you,
Mm-hmm.
we warn you and tell you this is that devil.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, go ahead, bro. You got it.
I wanted to, because you said that's beautiful. I wanted to bring out that second Esdras, the 4th chapter.
I get
We're
it.
going to read it in the GNT
I got
because he said, just to land back off what the priest is going into, there's an evil that's coming before Jake, and he's not noticing it. But we as seers and prophets, men of the Lord, we're here to warn those. We're here to warn the house of Israel as to, who is doing all this evil, man. Who's bringing all this evil upon you?
Job 9:24 said the earth is given to the hand of the wicked.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you expect?
Mm-hmm.
If the Most High is telling you that I have given this world into the hand of the wicked,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
then what would you expect will be happening?
That's right.
Wicked things.
That's right.
Because faith is not around. Truth is not around.
Mm-hmm.
I dare you to speak truth.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to jail you or kill you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? Is that not evident? Because he that is ruling in these times is not, faithful and true to Yahweh Shema Shai. But the men of the Lord, okay, are going to be what? Confessing.
Mm-hmm.
Confessing who the Lord is, his name,
Mm-hmm.
his only begotten son, and the purpose behind his creation,
Mm-hmm.
which is Israel,
Mm-hmm.
right? Israel is a people for us a place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's beautiful that you said it because the priest is going into beautifully how Shai was given to us for life, man. He was given to us as an escape towards an evil age, man. That's why it's so important to have that foundation. You see, 1 John the 5th chapter goes into that. Understanding the report of what Yahweh gave to His only begotten Son, man, and to proclaim that same doctrine during these times. Baba Shah, Sirach chapter, 2nd Esdras chapter 4, start at verse 27 in the GNT.
This is Sirach.
I'm talking about 2nd Esdras. It's like 2nd Esdras.
2nd Esdras.
Mm-hmm. Chapter 4.
2nd Esdras 4, starting where?
27.
27. It says, this age is so full of misery and imperfection that it cannot hold all the blessings that the Most High has promised the righteous in the time to come.
That's right, man. You're seeing that today, man. This age, because again, the men of the Lord, we're compelled to look up words, man. You go into that word world. It has 3 meanings, right? The word cosmos, which means an orderly arrangement. Mm-hmm. You have the word aeon, which means what? An age or a time of knowledge or wisdom that prevails. And then you have what? Oikomenon, which means the inhabitants of the earth, man. So we're in that what? Aeon, that age, a wicked age, right? An evil age that's vastly, quickly approaching you so-called blacks, Latinos, and we're living in it right now. You see? Baba Shah, continue on.
It said the evil about which you have asked me has already been planted, but the time for its harvesting has not yet arrived.
That's right, man. See, so that evil, everything is starts from the wicked, man, the elect of the elite of this world, man. We quoted Proverbs 29:2. The earth is, Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. And what are they doing? They're bringing forth more evil, man. You see that with the AI. You see that with the V, right? Remember the time of the C, the code to the vid, and you seeing all this stuff taking place, man. They're bringing about more and more evil towards Jake. You see, and that's you seeing that now in this article that we're reading about how the U.S. is backing the African CDC to use individuals as guinea pigs, man, as experiments. You want to say something?
And just to share a little background of what we're reading, this was Ezra's, okay, speaking with the messenger of Yahweh, right, Uriel. Right, there was questions being asked about the welfare of Israel. Okay, because Ezra was concerned about things that was happening to his people. And again, Israel is a people before it's a place. So we're not talking about those people that's in the land today, right? They are converts. They are not the people of Yahweh Shema Shai. You see, again, Israel is a people before it's a place. So those that are preaching this truth, those that understand this gospel, are going to break it down to you in a way that you'll understand the intent of Yahweh Shema Shai. So Yahweh Shema Shai was explaining to Ezra, right, through the messenger or angel, which means messenger, right, Uriel, to Ezra, future events. Revelation 19:10 tells you the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai is the spirit of prophecy, meaning the Most High has spoken these things in advance, and these things are happening now, and we are powerless. Rather, what we do is we read the scripture, all right, through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, starting with fear. We can interpret and tell you what the Lord is trying to tell you in these times, which is to warn the people of things to come, but also to tell you what's happening in current events, right? When those individuals that say that they act like they love you, Bill the Hell Gates, your Donald Trump, RFK, the WEF, they portray an image of love. But what is love? It's these scriptures, because love is what the truth, the lying, just to deceive you and get you to where they want you to be. Right? You got it, priest. Go back to the article?
No, just keep on verse 29 of
Son, this is our verse 29, 2nd Ezra 4:29. This evil must be harvested, and this world where it was planted must be removed.
That's right. It says this evil must be harvested, and this world, right, where it was planted must be removed. That's right, because you see nothing but wickedness and evil everywhere you go, man, and it has to be removed. And who's gonna remove it? It's Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You see, and you're seeing you're also seeing what this wicked age is bringing about, man. Using Africans, third world countries, your Israelites that live there, as guinea pigs and as experiments, man. But again, like the priest is going into, they're presenting it to you as help, as an aid, but it's actually towards your detriment. You see, so that has to be this place has to be removed, man. This age that we're in,
and it goes into the fact that what you see, because Esau Edom is carnal. What you see is not always golden, because people will push this and say they're doing good. What's the problem with helping those people in Africa? But you have to also ask yourself, what disease exists over there?
Man.
Why you being small children? Man. There's a purpose behind that, and there's an evil intent behind that.
We're going to get into that too.
You see? You got to ask yourself, why is an engineer of Microsoft, Bill the Hell Gates, so in tune with helping you?
That's right.
There's other ways he could have helped you, right? But he chose that he's going to be you, starting in Africa. That's diabolic, because we know that we are in distress. We know the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, but You know, that's by design. If he really wanted to be righteous, there's ways he could have helped you so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Indians. But look what he's done to you. He put the so-called Indians in reservations, took your land. He brought you over here in slavery and beat the hell out you. Why is he now so concerned about you? To go to Africa. Why Africa? Why not start here?
That's a good point.
That's the devil that we're talking about, bro.
That's right. That's right.
You know?
Absolutely.
Bro.
No,
what
you
else
got
want to read? I read 29.
20. Okay. Start at go to 30, and then
I finished out 29.
Yeah, 20 and then 30.
This is 2 Ezra 4:29. This evil must be harvested, and this world where it was planted must be removed before the new age, where good is to be planted, can appear.
So again, if this evil has to be removed, those who administer the evil have to also be removed.
Yeah, Scripture goes into that in 2 Ezra.
2 6 and 9.
Right?
Esau is the beginning.
The wicked, the wicked that has been sown has to be, right?
Right. That's
but I finish out your things. This is 2 Ezra 4:30. Says, at the beginning of time, one grain of evil seed was sown in the heart of Adam.
So you see how we're bringing out that same pattern of spiritual wickedness, and it started during in the Garden of Eden. See, with that serpent, beguiling Eve and being just as crafty and subtle did. You see, lying, being deceitful, telling Eve that she will not surely die, but she will be as a God to know good and evil. The same thing is happening in these times, where this administration is trying to use the African CDC to promote that V to these African tribes or Israelites who live in Africa, right? To say what we're trying to help you, we're trying to make you healthy. We're trying to make sure that we're preventing diseases from spreading. That's the same craftiness.
Sorry, because you said the word beguile. If I can look up the word amusing, right, in the etymon.
Okay.
I looked up the other day.
Okay. Amusing.
So
Okay. You got it.
So when you look up the word amusing, right? Because the priest said beguile, and my mind went to this. Amusing, it says in the etymon, 1590, is cheating. Present participle adjective from amuse. The sense of interesting is from 1712, that of pleasantly entertaining, tickling to the fancy. It was noted late in the 1920s. I'm going to just skip down. It says, entries linking to amusing, amuse, to divert the attention, beguile.
Wow, so beguile.
To divert the attention, beguile, delude, amuse. It says fool, tease, hoax, entrap, make fun of, literally cause to muse as a distraction from a, at, or to, add, but here probably a casual prefix, muse, ponder, stir, fixedly, see, amuse, right? So it says to beguile. So Jake is being beguiled through amusement. Well, whether it's, it is distraction. Because these things that we're reading, these things that we're doing lessons on, Jake is not paying attention to it.
Right.
They're distracted. You got football, basketball, right?
Pursuing money, pursuing the bag.
Money, right? You're not really paying attention to what he's doing to your people. You're not paying attention to what the men of the Lord are saying to you, right? Bread and circus. All these things that Jake wants to tell you about, man, you watch football, that's not the important thing. We're talking about salvation here.
That's right.
Because you said beguile, and beguile is linked to this word amuse, which is a distraction.
To trick.
To trick. You see?
That's
so I just want to get that.
That's a beautiful point, bro. That's a beautiful point. Because again, goes back to the intention of this devil, man. The spirit that was put in this serpent. The same spirit that's put in these elite men. You see, and their intentions is to what? To beguile you, to trick you, to amuse you,
to distract you.
To distract you.
See, no one's talking. Check is not talking about what Bill the Hell Gates is doing in Africa.
Yes,
They have no clue, and
yes.
they know that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
They know that.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes a man of the Lord to say, I see you,
Mm-hmm.
as seers, as
Mm-hmm.
watchers. I'm watching you.
Mm-hmm.
You got to watch every move this devil makes.
Mm-hmm.
Whether he turns left or turns right,
Mm-hmm.
we know, we read Sirach 12 and 10
Mm-hmm.
and 11. He's not going to change from what he's been created to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We just have to watch him and then wonder people, look what the hell
What
he's doing over here.
That's beautiful, bro.
It's like, man.
No.
What else? Can we go back to the article?
Yeah, go back to the article real quick, and then I'm gonna bring out that Kissinger report real quick because everything has a pattern, man, that you have to follow. Just like the priest is going into, you got to watch this devil from from sun up to sundown.
Yeah.
Bible
And sundown is when he does his worst.
That's right. That's right.
So going into the article,
Yeah.
the second it says, as the dispute escalates, it is no longer only about one hepatitis B protocol. It is about whether African regulators, ethic committees, and communities will be respected as equal partners or sidelined when powerful governments, powerful governments and funders decide where to run high-risk experiments.
You see?
Who? What the hell?
You see?
Who are these powerful governments?
Mm-hmm.
So it lets you know it's not just Bill the Hell Gates.
Mm-hmm.
He's been backed by something more powerful than him.
Mm-hmm.
Someone is telling him to go in these lands and inject these people with something.
Mm-hmm.
It says what? It said powerful governments and funders decide where to run high-risk experiments. You got it?
And Bible Shah, you see how Esau always hides from revealing himself through these funders and government, these governments, man.
Yeah,
they just
philanthropists.
Yeah, so so that's all they do, man. They hide themselves, man. You watch that movie called The Constant Gardener?
Ooh,
This is a prime example of what Esau does and how he maneuvers to push a certain agenda, man. You see, and this devil, man, is just, man. He's made in perfection so that he can distract you.
And it takes a man of the Lord to be able to see what he's doing, because he moves in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
But this light, which is the wisdom of Yahweh Shemel Shai, right, that's coming down from on high, is shining in these dark corners. Because before this truth came out, bro, he was doing whatever he wanted to do. We didn't know.
That's right.
We had no clue. We went to church and said, "Amen." All right, take the the bread and drink the wine. We're just in church, moving like sheep. But now, okay, we are able through the power and the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah to see and to discern who this devil really is and what he's doing. Man, call on Yahweh Shemel Shah, man, for this truth, because without that, we'll still be moving like the people of this world. They have no clue what's going on, bro. This thing that we're doing a lesson on about Bill the Hell Gates, you think Jay cares? He's at work.
Right. That's right.
He's at the drive-thru Wendy's. He's getting a kids meal at McDonald's. You see? But this truth has to be told. It has to be heard. This is the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai.
Come on, let's get Psalms chapter 94, verse 6.
Psalm 94 and 6. This is Psalm 94 and 6, and it says, they slay the widow and the stranger and murder the fatherless.
That's right. You see? And that's what he's doing. You see? That's what he's doing. Trying to, prevent that blessing of being fruitful and multiplying, man. You see? He's slaying the widow, and who's the widow? That's Israel, man. He's slaying the stranger. That's just characteristics of Israel. You see, and murdering the fatherless, man. You see, to destroy those who want to promote a family, man. You need a father to promote a family. You see, and Baba Shah, I wanted to. Did you have something?
I have something.
Come on, go ahead.
The water for asking. Let's get a Sirach. Slack Proverbs 21 and 20. 21 and 10, if you want to read it for me.
Proverbs 21 and 10. This is Proverbs 21:10. It says, "The soul of the wicked desireth evil; his neighbor findeth no favor in his eyes."
So, we are in a land of our enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Because of our disobedience, the
Mm-hmm.
Most High gave us into the hand of Esau, Edom,
Mm-hmm.
right? But like all these other nations that we were put under, because the Most High said in Deuteronomy 7:6 that He was above all nations, but it came with a condition, because we didn't meet the condition. All these nations that were supposed to be below us are above us.
Mm-hmm.
You see, so right now we're in the end times. And in the end times, look at that. That's the majesty of Yahweh Shemel Shai. He allowed the bases of men
Mm-hmm.
to be over us.
Mm-hmm.
And we're learning what evil really is.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll know, you see. But in this captivity, Esau Edom doesn't desire any favor towards you.
That's right.
He hates you.
Mm-hmm.
He's hated you from day one.
Mm-hmm.
Esau and Jacob, that spiritual battle,
Mm-hmm.
right? It talked about that in Genesis 25,
Mm-hmm.
Genesis 27, and 39 and 40.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That spiritual battle is still continuing to this day.
Mm-hmm.
And we are called as seers to remind you of those times.
Mm-hmm.
Shit ain't changed.
Mm-hmm.
You voted this nigga into office, Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
You revere a person like Bill the Hell Gates thinking he's doing good.
Mm-hmm.
But we're shining a light on these things that he's doing, which is wicked,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he does not favor you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the scripture is going to. He does not favor you. Rather, he has evil eyes against you.
Mm-hmm. I got a precept to back you up. That's
Go ahead,
in the same
I get it.
chapter. It's, Proverbs 21:12, and that's what we're doing.
I'll read it. The righteous man wisely considereth the house of the wicked.
And that's what we're doing. We're considering the house of the wicked, their ways, man, how they push certain agendas. You know, how they are certain very crafty and subtle and trying to disguise their evil ways, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way you can do that is being in the house of Yahweh Shemel Shai,
That's right.
the sanctuary of the Lord, man.
Well, you have to measure what's good and what's evil. How do you do that?
Right.
Through the law, statutes, and commandments.
Through prophecy too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
Well, prophecy tells you what's coming, but
Right.
what's right and wrong?
Right. Absolutely.
What is right and wrong?
Mm-hmm.
You can go with the imagination of your mind,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to measure it based upon the word
Mm-hmm.
of Yahweh Shemel Shai, because we know Yahweh shall fulfill all the laws,
Mm-hmm.
which was the dictate of Yahweh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So how do you know what's right and wrong? You ask a Christian what's sin.
Mm.
They can't tell you.
That's right.
They'll tell you crossing the street when the light is red. That's sin.
Mm. Man.
Scratching your butt while in church or whatever. That's sin.
Right.
My point is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
There is a measure, which is the law, statutes, and commandments.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we gauge if we're doing right or if we're doing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because in this flesh, we're created to go off.
Mm-hmm.
Our minds are not right.
Mm-hmm.
Our flesh is not right.
Mm-hmm.
But what is right?
Right.
It is the word of Yahweh Shemel Shai.
That's right. That's right. Continuing on, it says, "But Yahweh overthroweth the wicked for their wickedness." You see, like the priest is going into, we measure what's right and wrong based on the law, statutes, and commandments, based on the word of Yahweh, man. See, and there's only going to be one, 100% truth, man. You see, there's not going to be any type of interpretations or personal interpretations, because, like he said, the flesh goes off, man. You see, and that's what Esau wants you to do. He wants you to say to yourself, there's what does he say? He used the term, there's anyone's truth, or something like that. You say basically like you can, everyone has a truth. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So,
and that's what we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day,
mm-hmm.
when we say at the end of the day, when this kingdom falls,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to find out, right, who is right and who is wrong.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what we preach about.
Mm-hmm.
And we speak it boldly
Right.
because, we're not preaching ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Rather, we're preaching Yahweh Shemel Shai's return.
That's right.
And all these false religions,
Mm-hmm.
Christianity, Buddhism, Hindu,
Mm-hmm.
and whatever else exists out there, they're going to know. They're going to know that there was always spoken from day one of a true power.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is Yahweh Shemel Shai.
That's right. That's right. You got it, man. You got it. just read a little bit more of the article, and then
With
we
the
can,
3 minutes in.
we can close it out. And then after that, I want to just go into, that Esau is still following, or the elite are still following that same game plan. During the time of the Kissinger, man. You know, I wanted to real quick. Let me pull up that Kissinger report, and then we can.
Did you send it to me?
Let me see. Let me see. I think I might have. Let me see. Let me send it. Salaki. Dang it. Yeah, Salaki. I'm trying to pull it up. Let's see. It's in AI mode. Let me. You could just type up this question real quick, and it'll pull up. We typed up this question. It says, "How did the Kissinger report specifically help in dealing with lowering the global birth rate of African countries?" Because that's what they're doing.
I don't have that, bro. Well,
Okay.
Did you send it to me?
No. I'm just saying you. I'm just saying. Let me. I can. I'm just saying you can type it in the AI mode if you want to see it.
What is it again?
It says, "How did the Kissinger report specifically help in dealing with lowering?" So, how did the Kissinger report specifically help in dealing with lowering the global birth rate of African countries? Because that's what they're doing. See, that's what these devils are doing, man. They have a specific intention of cutting off their blessing. Their blessing of being fruitful and multiplying, right? And I'll just read a little bit of it. And did you get the question? You got it. Yes. How did the Kissinger report specifically?
That's all good. Go ahead.
Okay. So basically, I'm just reading a little bit of it, and just then we can get some precepts. It says a Kissinger report classified in 1974, U.S. government document which addressed global P. I'm not going to say that word, growth as a national security issue, right? And again, they had certain ways in which they were going to execute this. You see, it says this policy, actually a study and set of recommendations that guided subsequent U.S. foreign aid, proposed indirect methods for lowering fertility rates in 13 priority countries, including Nigeria, by leveraging the correlation between improved well-being and lower birth rates. So how were they going to do it? They were going to do it through, basically providing women with better education. They were going to use it as, promoting the, birth control pill, and also through these V's, man. You see, that's how they're using their wickedness, man, to destroy you so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And so that's all I wanted to bring out on that one.
Well, I put up something.
Okay.
It's not the same thing that you put up, but it's very similar.
Mm-hmm.
It says in 1974, deep inside the corridors of U.S. power,
Mm-hmm.
a secret policy paper was drafted that will quietly shape decades of American engagement with Nigeria,
Mm-hmm.
known as the Kissinger Report or National Security Study Memorandum 200.
Mm-hmm.
It was no ordinary diplomatic note. It was a blueprint.
There you go.
It said, commissioned by then Secretary of State Henry Kissinger.
Mm-hmm.
The report identified Nigeria as one of the 13 key countries whose growing population and resource wealth had the potential to affect U.S. economic and security interests.
See?
So, in parentheses, if Nigeria's people grew too numerous, they might consume too much of their own oil, gas, and mineral resources, which Washington considered essential for its own prosperity.
So now you see that correlation of why there's an African CDC. Now you can see when we go into this article why the U.S. is so invested in these it says the 13 countries in Africa. See, and that's what they're doing, man. That's this the craftiness of this devil. And that's why we got to keep our eye, watching him, man. We gotta keep our watch. You see? Because this devil is not going to stop, man. You see, until he's removed. Like Second Ezra, the 4th chapter goes into. He has to be removed because that spirit in him is enmity with you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. See, and it's spiritual. It's spiritual. But you got it. Did you have a preset you want to bring up?
No, that was it, man. I just posted this in the chat as well. That's meat. That's meat right there because they know for a fact that it goes spiritual, like the priest said. It's not so much as the people itself and the resources, but they know who we are, right? Because Igbo, okay, refers to Iber, okay, and Iber goes into what the Hebrew Israelites. They know that we, during the time of the persecution of Rome, we fled into Africa. Now we fled into all parts of Africa, right? Even Egypt, this and that, right? But Nigerians and the way that they move, their culture, their tradition, is very related to the same tradition of the Hebrew Israelites.
That's right.
Of old, right? So so they want to affect the children of Israel because they know, according to history, because they know the history, they know the Bible, right? They're targeting you so-called blacks, Latino, Native Indians that you were scattered, the diaspora, to all 4 corners of the world, but mainly in Nigeria. You see? So that's so important. And we see these things, we read these things, we report it because you won't learn these things in school.
Right.
They won't tell you. Who's going to tell you the truth? But the scriptures, which is Yahweh Shem Shah.
I have one last scripture, and that's it for me. Psalms 10, verse 10 through 11.
I get it.
Psalms chapter 10, verse 10 through 11.
Psalms what?
Psalms chapter 10, verse 10 through 11.
This is Psalms 10 through 11. He crouches and humbles himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones.
So it's going into just like Sirach, the 12th chapter, never trust thine enemy, man. See, don't trust this devil when he's trying to convince you that he's going to, these
help you.
These third world countries and trying to, help them with their diseases and all that stuff. He's not doing that, man. See, verse 11.
He has said in his heart, Yahweh hath forgotten. He hideth his face; he will never see it.
That's the pride of this devil, man. He thinks he can keep getting away with all the things that he's doing. Scripture goes into that, where it said those sentences may be prolonged. See, but he thinks that he's going to get away with this, man. But ultimately, he's going to be destroyed and removed. But you got it.
Yeah. Hey, with that being said, that's it. All right, we want to give all thanks, all praise to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Kakwadash.
Double honors to the elder apostle, great millstone, Ruah, teacher of peace, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.